The jolt wakes you before the panic does. Your bunk shifts hard to one side. The lamp swings. Glass chatters on the table. For one strange second, the ship feels wrong. Too heavy, too quiet, like it has missed a step in the dark. Then the corridor erupts. A woman calling a name you can't make out. You grab your coat, pull open the door, and feel it instantly. The floor is tilting, and somewhere below you, water is getting in. The hallway is filling now, but not with panic, not yet. It is crowded with confusion. Men buttoning coats, women clutching shawls over nightclothes. A steward moves fast, telling everyone to stay calm, dress warmly, keep moving. No one says the word sinking, not out loud. Then you hear it, a deep metallic groan from inside the ship, long and unnatural, followed by another. The calm starts to feel rehearsed. You follow the crowd toward the stairs, and that is when the real danger becomes clear. It is not the noise. It is how many people still think this is temporary. At 11:40 p.m., the iceberg struck. But the blow was not a single dramatic hole. It was worse than that. It buckled seams and opened a chain of leaks along the starboard side. Below your feet, cold Atlantic water is already pushing through steel that was never meant to open. Titanic can survive some flooding in the forward compartments. It cannot survive this many taking on water at once. Water does not panic, argue, or wait. It rises, it spreads, it drags the bow lower minute by minute. Around you, people still see carpets, polished brass, electric light. What they do not see is the math. The ship is only unsinkable if the damage stays within limits. Tonight, it already hasn't. And that is what makes the next phase so deadly. The ship is still bright, still elegant, still pretending to be in control. Some passengers refuse to leave warm cabins because the freezing air outside feels more dangerous than a warning they cannot yet measure. Some laugh nervously. Some go back for jewelry, papers, heavier coats, anything that makes this feel organized. Even now, many still believe this is inconvenience, not extinction. On a ship this large, panic is not the first killer. Denial is. Every extra minute spent deciding, dressing, arguing, or waiting for someone more important to move first gives the bow more weight, the corridors less time, and the lifeboats fewer chances to leave in order. You are starting to understand the real rule of disasters. The people who survive are often the ones who move before the room agrees. Now the ship stops feeling like a hotel and starts feeling like a maze.
Hurry, everyone, hurry! Up, everyone, we must go up! Please!
Every stairwell is slower than it should be. Corridors bottleneck. Doors open, then close. Crew members push people upward, but not everyone is being guided the same way. Some routes are crowded, some are blocked, some are simply confusing in the dark and noise. A mother grips one child and loses sight of another. A man turns back for his wife and vanishes into the flow. The cold gets sharper as you climb, and that is the first honest thing this ship has told you all night. When you finally reach a deck door, freezing air cuts straight through your coat. Outside means danger. But inside, at this point, means lost time. And lost time is becoming the deadliest thing on board. The deck is colder, louder, and far less organized than you hoped. Lifeboats are being uncovered, swung out, lowered, yet somehow the entire process feels both urgent and unfinished. Orders are shouted, repeated, ignored, misunderstood. Some people still refuse to board because the boats look too small, too exposed, too fragile against the black Atlantic below. Others push forward too late, when the chance is already narrowing. That is the cruelest part. There are moments when escape is possible, but they do not look safe enough to trust. One boat goes down half full. Then another leaves without the panic you expected, almost quietly, as if the ship still has time to correct itself. It doesn't. Every lowered boat makes the remaining deck feel more final. The angle under your feet is no longer subtle. The cold bites harder. And for the first time, the crowd around you begins to understand that the rules of ordinary life are gone. Now the ship has stopped pretending. The deck is steep enough that every step feels borrowed. Loose objects slide. People who waited too long are running, slipping, grabbing at rails, at strangers, at anything that still looks stable. The air is brutal now, sharp enough to feel like pain inside your lungs. Somewhere behind you, a band is still playing, almost impossibly calm against the sound of shouted orders and rising panic. Lights still burn above you, but the dark ocean beside the ship feels closer every minute. This is the last true window, the final stretch where choices still matter. Do you force your way toward a collapsing chance at a boat? Do you jump into water cold enough to kill in minutes? Or do you stay where the deck still feels solid and hope the ship lasts longer than the numbers say it can? That is what disasters do in the end. They stop asking who is comfortable and start asking who can decide. History records what came next without mercy. By 2:20 a.m., the bow had gone under far enough that Titanic's remaining balance could not be recovered. The forward compartments were overwhelmed. The angle worsened. The weight of flooding kept pulling the vessel down until the structure itself began to fail.
Are we safe now?
Many lifeboats had left underfilled. Many people reached the deck too late. Many never reached it at all.
Stay here.
When the final plunge came, survival stopped depending on class, confidence, or composure, and became a matter of exposure. Freezing water, darkness, and only minutes of useful strength. More than 1,500 people died that night, not because the ship sank instantly, but because warning, hesitation, and disbelief consumed the window that mattered most.
Right then, sir. Step aboard
Now change only one thing. Not the iceberg, not the ocean, not the ship itself. Change the moment you decide the warning is real. If the crew loads boats harder and earlier, and if you step forward when the first safe-looking chance still feels unsafe, your odds rise immediately. More seats leave filled. Fewer minutes are wasted in warm corridors. More people reach the boats before the deck turns steep and movement breaks down. The ship still sinks. The night is still brutal. Hundreds may still die, but history shifts inside the narrow space where disbelief used to live. In disasters like this, survival rarely belongs to the strongest person in the room. It often belongs to the first person who believes the danger soon enough. That is the lesson Titanic leaves behind. Not that people panic, that people wait. They wait for certainty. They wait for authority. They wait for the room to agree that the danger is real. But real disasters do not reward certainty. They punish delay. The deadliest mistake that night was not made when the ship hit the ice. It was made in the minutes afterward, when too many people still believed there was time to waste. If you carry one rule out of this night, let it be this. When the evidence changes, move before comfort catches up. History remembers the iceberg. Survival belonged to those who understood the warning faster than everyone else.